Hey there and welcome. You've stumbled upon a little show I like to call A Conversation with Myself, where I share funny stories of life events that have either happened to myself or I've witnessed happen to other people. Today's episode is going to feature a story about a gentleman who doesn't quite grasp the concept of how water works. Let's jump into it, shall we? So I used to work for an aquarium, and one of the responsibilities I had was doing what's called babysitting, where when we have a diver in the tank, you stand in front of the tank with a radio and monitor the diver to make sure nothing bad happens. While I'm standing in front of the tank, a couple walks over and they're watching the divers, watching what she's doing, and then the gentleman turns to me and says, "Hey, do you mind if I ask you a question?" And I was like, "No, go ahead." So he points to the diver and he goes, "Is her hair dry?" And my mind glitched for a second. I was like, "What? Is her hair dry? Is that a real question?" And I could see if she were wearing a dive hood of some sort and her hair was tucked underneath, and you wanted to know if the dive hood kept her hair dry. But she wasn't wearing one. Her hair is just out in the water flowing. And the other thought I have is like, there's no way that he's really asking me this question. He's got to be pulling my leg. Because I wasn't looking at him when he asked the question. I was still staring at the tank. So I turned to him to see what kind of expression he has on his face. And he is clearly looking for a real answer because he is genuinely curious if her hair is dry while diving underwater. Seeing this, I just put on my best customer face and I was like, no, yeah, her hair is definitely wet. And he goes, "Oh," and follows it up with, "That's not some kind of special water that keeps your hair dry?" And my mind went, special water? Where are you coming up with this? Where? What special water? Dude, our aquarium's on the boardwalk right outside the beach. The water is coming in right from outside. Have you never been to the ocean? And even if not, have you never took a shower before? Do you think that fresh water and salt water act differently? Do you think we just make up our own water that we just generate in the aquarium? Like, where are you getting this special water? But again, you could see that he was serious. So, again, put on my best customer face and was just like, "Oh no, yeah, her hair is definitely wet. That's just regular water from outside." And they were like, "Oh, great." And thankfully, by the time the second question ended, the dive was basically over. So I turned to them, I'm like, "It was great meeting you guys. Unfortunately, the dive is over. I gotta go help the diver out. Enjoy the rest of your day." And then I just bolted as fast as I could. Because I was afraid that if he asked me another question, my brain was going to turn into pudding and come out of my ears. So that's my story for this episode. Hope it gave you a laugh. Thank you for watching. Until next time.